My dear youth, I'm a strong believer in the youth of this country. Each one of you capable of reaching great heights in life. Believe me, trust me, it's possible. Also, let me tell you, there is no unemployment problem. I sit on several recruitment boards. The problem we're facing is not unemployment. Starving for want of quality human resource. The quality of the students coming out of the college is moving by progression, but demand for quality students moving by geometric progression. That's what is happening here. Coming to the topic, achieving problem solution fit and product market fit. Now, when do we talk about this problem solution fit? You have a great idea for the new business. You have a great idea for finding a solution to a problem which the public in general is facing it. Then you need to look at it. You are excited to get started and make your mark on the world. Then yes, this is the right platform to be an entrepreneur, and so you can be boss of your own rather than depending on somebody else. But before you do anything, it's important to make sure that the demand for your offering in the market. What is the new idea you have? Innovative idea. That is the demand for in the market. Yes, then you can go ahead. My dear young friends, innovation is the need of the hour. Innovate or evaporate. The least glamorous but most important for starting a successful business is determining whether idea is actually solves a real life problem of the market. Is what you need to do. Fine. Does it really going to, and does it going to give a better solution than what is already existing in the market? You need to build. And this process, known as finding a problem solution fit. What is a problem solution fit? Is a term used to describe the point of validating the base problem. Do we understand the problem? Do we analyze the problem? Do we understand the client requirements? This is an area very important. And that will result in a business idea really exists. And the proposed solution actually solves the problem. The proposed solution, what we're talking about, does it going to solve the problem to the customers? The problem solution fit is when you validate the problem exists. Now, do you really understand what the most often, let me tell you, I'm basically a computer science professor. Most of the projects are failed because people are not understood the real requirements of the client. Because client is not going to give you the requirements. You just give us an idea on which we have to build things. It's very, very important. So the problem solution fit, when you validate the problem exists and validate your solution solves the problem, you need to look at it. These are the two types you need to do. First, is there a problem? And what is the solution you're talking about it? Does it going to really give a fit to the problem and then get the solutions in liquidate? Now, process of product development. It precedes the product development and forms the foundation upon the company is built. It helps you answer the basic startup related questions before ever startup. First and foremost, do people actually have the problem that you think they have it? So please go and analyze, is it really a problem at all? You may think it's a problem. Does it really lead to customers? How do they solve the problem? How they are solving currently, and in what way your solution give a better solution, or maybe better efficiency, or maybe lower cost? Think about it. Or maybe the local companies that import substitution are looking for. The solution make a difference. Is it going to be different than what's available in the market? You need to look at it. Once you're satisfied with the answers, use the solution to develop a saleable product and start acquiring customers. Why this topic? I must compliment your institution for choosing this topic. Importance of problem solution fit. Achieving problem solution fit is essential to the success of any new business. The problem solution must give a fit. Why? Because without it, you are essentially just guessing that your idea is going to work. So you need to look at, does the solution fit the problem, what we're talking about it? You need to look at it. If you want to be successful, you need more than just a guess. Don't just go by guess. You need to really do a lot of homework, study the market, understand the pain points of the customers and which you need to build. The problem solution fit helps you get a better understanding of your target market. What's the kind of market segment you have it? Let me share an example for this. Once a British shoe market company has sent two young graduates they recruited, they sent to Africa to start a showroom for shoes. These two young guys went there and then waited for a month, no customers at all. These two guys came back and said, sorry, sir, there's no market at all. and nobody even wears a slippers. Where is the question of buying shoes? And they called back these two people. They recruited another two people and sent them there. And these two, second batch of guys, when they found, yes, these people are not wearing. What they've done is the first lot of market, they distributed freely to the people. And people start wearing it, using it, they find comfort. The customers started coming to the shop saying that we are willing to pay for it. Create the market, please understand. That's very important. Understanding of the existing solution, what they lack. Build a solution based on real data, not by intuition, not by your guess. You need to have the real data on which you need to build a solution. When to look for a problem solution fit? Ideally, you want to achieve a problem solution fit before you start working on your product. So you need to do enough research into it, come with new algorithms, new ideas, new technology, and educate it. This way you can be confident that you are solving a real problem that people actually care about it, is what it will do. This problem solution fit forms the basis for your entire business, what you're going to say tomorrow. Let me tell you a number of hackathons are happening. I had an opportunity to be there on 2 occasions. On one occasion, I went as an observer. I see a lot of young boys and girls coming from different parts of the country, working non-stop 72 hours. Just for an hour or two, they slept and came back working. That is the kind of enthusiasm you need to have it. I have a suggestion. Come with ideas. Go and present in the leading institutions of the country. IITs or NITs or IIITs. You know, that's there's no point in competing locally, compete globally. That's what you need to do. I say in Hindi, हमें गली का दादा नहीं बनना है, दिल्ली का दादा बन के. We need to compete in such leading institutions. That's where the visibility comes, and you can really turn your business into a successful one can then. So this way you can be confident that you're solving a real problem that people actually. Otherwise, you risk building something that no one wants or needs the solution. So that's where you're talking about problem solution fit. You're talking about it. Otherwise, it's a risk building something that no one wants or they need it. This problem solution fit forms the basis for your entire business.
Sir, your audio is not, we are not audible to you, sir. Just now it is gone, sir.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is right now. It's okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So develop a customer profile. What kind of audience you're looking at? The customer profile helps you understand your target audience in greater detail when you look at it. This process will give you answers to the most important customer-related questions that will take you closer to your offering. Who are they? What kind of persons? What kind of age group? What kind of gender? Is it going to be rural folk or urban folk? All that you need to look at it. What jobs do they need to get done? Job student, what is the nature of work they have done? And in what way our solution is going to present the idea to them. What problems do they face while doing their job? What are the kind of problems they are facing? You need to go and identify the customer's problems, on which you can come back to your college and work in the R&D lab and come with solutions. What do they gain by completing the job? Now, what is the desired outcome? If I accept a solution, what is that output? What's the kind of output you're looking at? You look at it. Now, it's very, very important. You need to be very careful what kind of customers you're looking for. As I said, demographic, that is age, gender, location, education, all that you look at it. And behavioral patterns, buying habits, online, is it going to be online or offline buying? All these kind of things you look at it. Now, coming to the job to be done, consider customers as reason why they need you. They are doing a particular job, their particular activity, or they're doing. How our solution is going to look at the better is what we need. For example, imagine that your target customer is busy person who wants to increase their productivity. They're all busy already. Now they want to increase further productivity. What kind of technical solution you can provide them so their output increases, their quality output increases is what they're looking for. Their job might include managing their emails, calendars, social media accounts, all in one place. Today, we are flooded with so much information, so many social media, so many things are happening in it. Is there a way can you provide a tool which can consolidate all this present in it? Not, because people are today busy, they don't have so much time. Is there a way can you collect all these things and AI techniques, artificial intelligence techniques, come with prepare one person. Otherwise, the moment morning you open box or chat box or social media, thousands of mails are coming up. Now, can you think about a solution that, I'm just giving an idea to that. So today we're flooded with emails and chats and so many things happening. You need to understand the pain point of the customers, of the public. What are the challenges and frustrations your target customers experience while completing the difficulties they have? What kind of frustration they have it? That you need to identify. For example, busy person might find it difficult to keep track of their different accounts. People have got today so many accounts, under so many social media, here and there. All that is the way you feel constantly bombarded with notifications. So much of notifications happening. Now, for example, when you open something, a lot of people start bombarding me. Is there a way can you help them to stop all those notifications? Or only allow those notifications which are really relevant to the client whom you're talking about it. You need to focus on the desired outcomes. What that outcome is looking. What are the desired outcomes your customer hopes by completing the job? Everything you need to result ultimately at the end of his result is very, very important. Outcome is important. What kind of outcomes you want it? Are we looking at it? For example, they want to be able to quickly find the information they need and minimize interruptions. You need to today where information is flooding from so many sources. For example, look at TV channels. We have more than 200 TV channels, and in Telugu alone, I'm talking about it. So much information is flooding. What is happening? I have a small question at this point of time. May I request all of you to note down. I'll just give you 3 fill in the blanks. Information equal to dash power. Information equal to dash power. Second one is knowledge equal to dash power. Knowledge equal to dash power. Third one is wisdom equal to dash power. I repeat again. Information equal to dash power, knowledge equal to dash power, wisdom equal to dash power. Can you fill in these 3 blanks? At least a couple of people can respond. I'm not here to test knowledge. I want you to make clarify certain things which are required. Hence, I'm asking questions. Yeah, a couple of participants can respond, please. Okay, this is the first question, so I'll give the answer. Don't worry. But next questions, you have to answer it. Information is virtual power, which is no meaning so much information bombarding. Knowledge is potential power. You have the knowledge, you have the potential to grow to the heights what you wanted. Wisdom is real power. That's where we look at wise men and women can advise us. Information is just virtual. It's no use talking about it. What we need is knowledge. Knowledge has a potential power. You can reach to greater height. And wisdom. So conduct a customer interviews, go and sit with the customers, go and visit with the clients, and find out what are the kind of problems they're facing, in what way, what kind of solution we provide to them. If they're computer science students, you study something called software engineering. Software engineering, the first part is requirements engineering. We talk about the same is true here. Even in the management sciences, if somebody is from MBA, even the marketing management, there also we talk about this. So conduct customer interview, customer profile results in hypothesis about the problem your target customer. You will be able to get some idea of what the problems they're facing when you interview them and you talk to them. But don't expect complete information because they're all busy people. And we need to do a lot of homework and then go and interview them. I remember when we were developing software for medical applications, doctors are too busy. Hello?
Sir.
Okay, fine.
Sir, audible, sir.
Yeah. Problem interviews are typically exploratory in nature. We need to explore things. These are unstructured interviews in which you ask open-ended questions. We are not going to have the same yes, no kind of thing, select 1, 2, 3. No, that's going to, it's more an informal chat happens. Open-ended questions will happen. You need to describe the scenario, understand you are building a productivity app for busy professionals. You need to understand that. And to verify this hypothesis, you conduct exploratory interviews with a small group of users where you ask questions like, tell me what biggest challenge you face at work. What are the kind of challenges? What are the kind of difficulties? What are the kind of problems you're facing? Can you share with us? Is what you think about it. You currently manage your activities, maybe email, calendar, or social media accounts, and so on. So get some ideas from them, and that would give us some insights into the kind of problems what they're facing. From the responses, you narrow down to the pain points and start to form a clear picture of the problem you need to have. These feedbacks will help you to validate the solution what you're proposing. Now you can go for developing a solution profile. You can talk about it. The solution profile describes solution that addresses your customer's desired outcomes. Because ultimately, customer wants certain output, certain results, and that we should be able to generate by doing this. It results from a customer interviews. How much information you could gather from the interviews you have. Don't use the customer to spend more time. No, they don't spend much time. It's for us to understand those things. So from a customer interviews, you should be based on actual feedback, not assumption. Don't have too many assumptions. And if you're making assumptions, make it very clear to the client. These are the assumptions for making it. You develop a solution profile by answering how do you help the customer job done better, increasing productivity, profit, or quality. Sorry. How do you address and solve their pain points, their problems? What are the desired outcome for the customers in Retd? Now, based on once you have the clarity about this, then you can start thinking about the solution. That's our job. We can come back to the college and work in the R&D lab and come with some solution design. Maybe initially you can build a prototype and go to the client and show them what the kind of prototype, build it and get some initial feedback. Come back, further work on it, further improve it, and then, yes, launch a commercial product. But that also before you launch it, why not we test with known people where you don't worry about it. That's what we call is beta versions. Beta versions are just about to release as final product, and that can be tested. And once that is done, then you can go for the launching the product. You can think about it. And once your solution is built, the product is built, again, go back to the customer and say, give them this and let them use it. And before you finalize the commercial terms, get their feedbacks. Your solution profile is based on the customer interest, whatever you had. But it's important to validate your problem solution fit with actual users before you start building anything, final shape before you do it. This is done using the confirmation interviews. You get the confirmation from the users. Yes, this is kind of solution, what they're looking at. You can go for final work. You can do that. So you can create some kind of a sample prototype and give it to them and let them feel and give your feedback how they are finding it now, the solutions. Now, 2 points there in the title, if you look at it. Problem solution fit and product market fit. There are two. Let's see what the problem versus product market. People often confuse the terms problem solution fit and product market fit, but these are actually two very different things. Problem solution fit refers to the validating your solution solves a problem for your target market, target audience, target customers is what we're doing. Is it really going to provide a solution to the problem? That's what that means. You have a specific customer in mind, specific organization in mind. That's okay. But you want to generalize and go across the organizations or across the customers, then you look at the product market fit about validating there's actual demand for your services. Unless the demand the products in the market, there's no buyer there. One is either we are tailor-making the partition or we are making generic so market as a whole. So there are two different. There are times when a company solves a real problem and develops a what generally people do is, okay, when I successfully implemented a solution in a particular organization, we make it generalize and go and give it to various customers from different backgrounds. We start sharing it. And that's what is happening. There are times when a company solves a real problem and develops a good solution, but it's not able to get traction because their customers are not willing to. The another important thing you look at it is there a way can we minimize the cost? Because ultimately finance is the problem, funds is the problem. Now you need to think about it. Is there a way can we think about some kind of technologies which will help us to bring down the solution cost? Today, funds is the problem. Look at it. Achieving the problem solution fit is an essential part of the startup process. Anybody talking about? By taking the time to understand the problem and developing a solution that meets the needs of target customers, you increase your chances of success. I have a question here at this point of time. What is success and victory? Yes, my dear participants. What's the difference between success and victory? Okay, let me answer. Success is a journey, victory is a destination. You pass your 10th class, success. You pass your intermediate, success. Tomorrow you pass your engineering, success. But ultimately, what you have a goal which you want to achieve, that's what is victory. So understand small terms. You need to have clarity of thought when you go and interact with the clients. The client will not have time to describe all these things. So, moreover, this approach helps you avoid building a solution that is not needed, that will never be used. So, it's very, very important. You need to have very clear interaction with customers. You need to have initial round of interviews, build system requirements specifications, complete, and validate the system requirements specification document, and then you start building the product what you're looking at it. You'll always be learning and improving as you grow. And it's always important to validate your findings with the actual users. And any product we launch, there's always scope for improvement. So, for example, you look at all the Microsoft products, they come with version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4. Keep on improving it because needs are changing and you understand better. You maybe refine something, you change your algorithms, you change your internet organizing database structures and so on. All that can be talked about. Now, but for that, you need to understand what kind of market you're looking for. Now, what is a market? Physical like retail store or virtual like e-commerce, e-business. And all if one party is you, product creator, which is the other party, there is a people, there is a market. Please understand it. So you are a seller and they are a buyer, so that and understand, does it fit to the market? You can have $1 million idea. Yes, your idea is excellent. But if people aren't going to buy your product or service, it's worthless. Understand this. I tell you one of person who is a student from a leading institution of the country. He did a wonderful software development. He has done it. Wonderful tool. He has designed it and came out, gave demo to us. We gave some inputs, in which he modified. And now he started going around and trying to push the product in the market. And we told him, sorry, you'll be a total failure. Please don't do that. Because marketing is a different ballgame. You may be an excellent technocrat. Technocrat is different, marketing is a different ballgame. So we said, no, you need to hire a marketing executive. For 1 year, he struggled, he couldn't build the product. Then we searched him some people who can be the marketing. And within no time, we started pushing the product to market. So please understand these small things we are sharing our experiences. So people are going to buy your product or service, it's worthless. All that effort what you put in, all that investment you made, your time, resources, money, everything goes. To succeed your concept must have a group of customers that want your product and will buy into it. And that's where we call it the product market fit. You need to understand two things, needs and wants. Needs is a necessity. Focus on people. Problem-solving products, they are finite. Wants, desire. Focus on business. Comfort providing products. Nothing but needs created by marketing and addressing infinite opportunities. That's where we talk about in marketing, market. Like I was telling you that British. Now this flow created the market. Create the market. You need You need to find it. Often a want becomes a needs. Pre-requirement of an innovation is what you need to get. Now, build a prototype, I talked about, once the prototype is built and receive feedback from local clients, on which you keep on improving it. And once that is done, present the idea at a leading technical school fest, leading engineering college fest, leading IITs. Again, you get the feedback. There are all these leading institutions today, they're connecting technical fest, they're connecting it, go and present idea, get a lot of inputs. Don't worry, even if somebody criticizes, take those ideas. There may be some truth in it. Don't worry about it. Again, the feedback received. You are getting this feedback free of cost. Please understand. Improve on it. Now you'll have a desirable product, or more importantly, a viable business model will come out. That's the reason I say, once you build a prototype, go and present in the tech fest in the leading institutions, and they'll give critical inputs. That's good for you. You're getting free of cost. Let me tell you also, there are a lot of businessmen go to these leading institutions in the technical fest. If they find this a good idea which is commercially viable, they immediately come and contact you. Said, why not we meet over a cup of tea? And they discuss the idea. If they find suitable, they say, yes, we'll fund the whole thing and let's join hands. Become the partners. Maybe 50-50 share or 60-40, 40-60, whatever share. There are people ready with the money. They're looking for ideas. And they see if there's really market fit, they'll put their money. Don't worry about it. You may not have money, but there are people who are ready to do that. So think about that kind of things. So now you'll have a desirable product and more important, viable business. Use this information as a transition point for concept of growth is happening. So before you get too far into the entrepreneurship game, product often makes market and it is looking to target that. Before you get far into the entrepreneurship game, people, let me caution you, the success rate is maximum is 10%. To convert as a commercial enterprise is what I'm saying. Ideas are excellent. For very different reasons, please understand one more thing. When you talk about entrepreneurship, you need to have a team of people. You can't be doing alone. Please understand that. Form a team of 3 or 4 people, 5 people, depending on the size of the project. And preferably students from different branches, and you can't be having the same branch. And that's where you need to form the team, and team has to work. I have a question at this point of time. What is the difference between group and team? My dear friends, please start responding. It was a live classroom. I would have done some activities also involved in the activity base. Online, there's limitations, so I'm going to do that. What is the difference between team and group? My dear friends, I know your college. You may not be knowing. I know your college because I keep coming to Vizag quite often. I visited Gayatri, I visited Anits, I went to even MVGR. On the way go to MVGR, I saw your college. Gayatri came, and it's not new. And Avanti, I came. So it's not new to me, please. So please start responding it. So let me help you. Team has a common goal, common objective, common agenda. I don't know how many of it. Team is an acronym. It stands for Together, everyone achieves more. Together, everyone achieves. Mathematically speaking, 1 + 1 is 2. In a team performance, 1 + 1 is 11. That's the strength you derive it. So form a team of people who are really interested in working on it, preferably from different, and work together to happen. So make sure product offering has sense for market and is looking to target what you're looking for it. And but don't get emotional with your ideas. Everyone loves the product. Great press release. People love reviewing the product. It's awesome. But no one wants us. It's a battery. Please look at it. Customer complaints, so many things. So it's always encouraged negative feedback in the initial days. That will really help you to improve the product. Somebody saying good. No point in talking about it. So always look for critical inputs. Customer complaints. And if you don't accept this, you'll say, oh my God, what is this? I've done a wonderful product, people are not understanding it. No, please don't underestimate the market. Now, product market fit. Define your product market fit hypothesis. Validate each product market fit hypothesis. Iterate based on what you learned. Please keep on. Don't expect things to happen overnight. You need to go through a lot of iterative process. Keep on improving the product and keep on testing it maybe locally, maybe it's in the local jurisdiction and iterating. Get a lot of inputs. Don't expect things to happen overnight. No. It may take, depending on the product and complexity what is involved, it can take 3 months to 3 years. Don't worry about it. These are all. I have a question at this point of time. You all went to school for 10 years because I don't count LKG, UKG, this is 10 years. You have spent 10 years of life in the school, yes or no? My dear young friends, please start responding it. Classroom has to be interactive in nature. Don't make unidirectional, make it a bidirectional flow of communications. You went to school, spent 10 years of life, or no? How come nobody is responding?
Yes, sir.
One more participant, one.
Yes, sir.
No, sorry. Those 10 years, we should not be called spending, we should call it as investment. For example, your Raghu Institute of Technology, when students are coming to pursue their BTech, these 4 years is not spending. They have to invest these 4 years very carefully to enjoy the fruits of this for the remaining life, whatever they have, maybe 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, whatever the life they have. They are here at Raghu Institute of Technology to invest their life. They're not here to spend their life. If they want to spend it, let them go to dhabas, resorts, and amusement parks. There's a place of investment. How carefully invest every minute of your time. You enjoy the fruits of this for the remaining life, whatever life you have it. So, my dear friends, please note it's an investment you're making it. Only when you invest, you get the returns. This is what is in. Product has come out and reasonably good, confident in customer validation. Go back to the customer. Put together a detailed interview guide, iterative waves of 5+ interviews. Minimum 5 rounds, you're doing. Conduct iterative. First round, you go around and explain product, let them give you feedback and take it. Second, third, 5 rounds, then only you can get the complete real understanding of the product, real product, which can meet the market needs. You can think about it. Conduct one-on-one interviews to avoid the group thinking. This is what we use both unaided and aided interview questions for each hypothesis. Ask for relative importance instead of absolute. What are the features? Let's say you might offer 10 features in the product. Let them rate it. Certain things are really high, medium, and low. Get that kind of input also. So relative importance instead of absolute and great. How important is solving this problem compared to the other priorities when you think about it? Tips to get you on right track. Get your product in the hands of customers as early as possible. Because please understand, we are in a competitive market. And there are a lot of people are coming with new ideas. If you delay in launch, somebody else will take over the market. Is going to happen. We are all in it. So you need to be fast in doing that. Get your product in the hands of customers as possible, and the customer can spread the message, word of mouth. And if possible, attend an industry trade show. A lot of exhibitions are happening. For example, we have Hyderabad in the month of Jan. We have a all India industrial exhibition. Go to some kind of places where you can demonstrate. A lot of exhibitions are happening in Hyderabad, various products, specific products, and so on. Participate. If you really find that idea is good, go and participate in that. And for young entrepreneurs, students like you, they give almost zero cost. Commercial says they charge a lot. With almost zero cost, they're offering it to encourage the youth. They're doing it. So attend an industry trade show and find a mentor. Please understand one more thing which I would suggest is find somebody from the industry who can mentor you, who can guide you, who can coach you, who can nurture you. It's very, very important because that fellow has got a practical insights. He might be having 10 to 30 years of experience in the industry. It is always good, in addition to your professors from the college, you have to have somebody from
Sir, your audio is inaudible, sir. Sir, again it is on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Get your product to the customer hands and see that they're able to pay for it. That's where again I give a session. Normally in marketing management, they say penetration pricing. Initially launch the product at a very, very reasonable cost. Just at cost. That means no profits, nothing is involved. Because you need to penetrate the market. Market is full of so many products. Once you get the good feedback about a product, start hiking the price because people are willing to pay the price. For example, cell phone is available from 5,000 to 1.5 lakhs. People are willing to pay high-end, same way automobiles, the high-end cars, people are willing to buy it. But initially, you need to create the market. That's where you need to go for what we call penetration pricing. Price it at a very, very reasonable level, which just meets your cost. Yeah. So, if the feedback you receive is positive, this proves market validation and chances you have viable business you can get into it. When you attend the industry trade show or when you meet the mentor and gives feedback is really positive, that means the product is ready for market. It's a viable business, you can get into it. From here, you need to stay focused and ensure you can deliver on what you promised to your clients. Please understand what you built is only prototype. All the features, all the functionality, no, you must ensure you're going to build up. Here, you need to stay focused, ensure you can deliver on what you promised to your clients. Very, very important. To lose a customer is very easy, but to gain a customer is very difficult. So always focus on. In fact, in marketing management, they say CRM, customer relationship management. That concept is gone. The other thing is customer retention management. That is also gone. No more CRM. Today, people are talking about CEM. Customer experience management. When you walk into a showroom, what kind of experience is about it? Even that is going away. Customer expectation management. You need to look at it. Customers have some expectations from your product. That you have to meet it. That's where you can create market, you can get the business, and you can make profits. From here, you need to stay focused and ensure that you can deliver what you promised to your clients. Receiving negative feedback can hurt your ego. It's very, very common. People hurt their ego, but don't look at it that way. But also exactly what you need to hear. Please understand it. Don't just think only positive or negatives. Maybe there's some truth in it. Why don't we look at it? Stay cool. When totally negative comes, just say stay cool, keep the project aside for a few days, and then come back and rethink about what that negative feedback is. And that's in the way you look at it. If customers aren't too keen your product, take their feedback and take a week or two and refine the product is what you look at it. It is best to look for patterns. What kind of patterns are meaning don't change the product if only one person has an issue with it. If it's only, let's say, out of 10 people, only one person is given negative feedback. Just take it. I'm not saying you totally reject it. Understand what is the truth in it. And when the time permits, incorporate that feature also into your product. You can look at it. So, rather if this you should then address the problem. That's the reason some of these larger companies, sometimes when they get feedback, they withdraw the product from the market. They say, send the vehicles back. We need to modify and send it back to you. So understand this even larger companies are doing this. So don't take that as negative. The sooner you can address the needs of your customers, the sooner you will get paid in the market. Please understand, market is highly competitive. You can't delay the product. If you delay it, you lose whole market share of them. And as I said, at an industry trade show, you will get a lot of inputs. Validate your product and show it to a variety of customers in one place is what the variety of people, and that you take the input to really have much more clarity of thought. This is enable you to gain valuable time with customers. You can get food, and there the customer is he is willing to spend time and do that. Learn of other issues you may be able to address with your product. Maybe when you go to the industrial trade show, go and see what other innovations are coming. Because that also can use some inputs. While it can be costly, in my opinion, it is worth shelling out a few thousand rupees to hire a booth. You can have a small booth there, and then you can set up your product there and demonstrate neatly, arrange the booth. And as you're able to confirm the product you are building is something customers will actually buy. Because now in the trade show, so many variety of people come and they found a lot of curiosity there, a lot of interaction happening, and that gives you confidence to really make it a commercially viable things can happen. Trade shows always provided Rolodex of potential new clients and industry contacts. It will help you to get the industry contacts because we can't be going to so many industries. There is one place you can get the contacts, you can call it business cards and send the detailed mail what the product you have it. As I said, it's very, very important. At that point of time, when you, so many industry people are coming there and talk to them, get their inputs, and help you find a mentor. Snag a mentor is keep a product for a specific industry. You need to have that. As they have experience, credibility, and connection. Please understand it. They have the credibility, they have the connection, they have the experience, and which we may not have it. You may not have when you're starting out. While some entrepreneurs may be concerned about finding mentors to support that, most often, provided your idea is really what industry people are willing to help you. I believe your product is good enough supporting industry vet and will not be a challenge for you. They have been in the industry long enough to know if a product has a chance at success or not. So hence, it's very, very important. Participate in industry trade shows, get their inputs, and do that, and identify a mentor who can really help you. And they are the ones who can confidently guess this product is a market fit or not. Now, coming to product market fit, the heart of the business model. The aim of the startup is really my product really needs for the market or not, really need for the clients or not, really needs for the industry or not. And better way to find a product is must have organized. The aim of a is a product that's one of more value propositions. Can you mute your mic, please? It's causing disturbance in the class. Should probably call product customer segment fit, but this more heart of a business model is without product market fit, you don't have business at all. Unless your product is fit to the market, otherwise you don't have business at all. Let me tell you. If you don't take their inputs, you'll end up in trouble. It won't happen. So get their inputs is very, very important. Without a product market fit, you don't have business at all. The right way of doing things, better way to find a market what customers want, the pain points as I said earlier. Then build the minimum product that satisfies the needs, prototype to build, and minimum viable product, and find out how to sell to them is what we need. And what's right product development, because please understand you're investing not only your time, your money also you're investing. And the business ramp up, if it did, and you may lose it. This is eliminated by launching a prototype. That's the reason you have. And what kind of features, what kind of functionality can you look at it? There are, you can classify into two types, must have versus nice to have. Next time your product goes down, what it is, if a customer start calling or emailing in panic, you have probably found the market fit, because now customers want the product, without that their business is not running. That's one of the clues to say, yes, you have probably found a product market fit. That's why customers start calling up so many things. You get calls from folks along the line. As it is referred to you by XYZ because your product does, then take out their wallets and they start paying money to you can happen. That's the way product market fit is. You need to look at it. My dear young friends, please understand one thing is very, very important. Ideas are excellent. There's no You need to crystallize, interact with the clients, get their inputs from time to time, and work on it further and further. Don't expect a product to come in. Maybe you have to go for iteration. Number of cycles you need to go for improvements. Don't be under the impression my idea is the best. Be prepared to say the first product which prototypes I'm launching is going to be totally rejected by the market. That's the mindset with which you need to go to the market or the client or the customer is in. Because the reason is most often we're developing product to a domain where our knowledge is zero. Understand this first. So hence you need to go for iterative process, keep on improving the product. And once you're confident, yes, now this product is acceptable, then you can go and launch it. And go to the industrial trade show, demonstrate it, have an interaction. So many people visit us. And if you find there's some good industrial people are coming, have us spend more time with them, take the time, maybe necessarily take an appointment with them, go to their organization and talk about more details to that. And they are the one who they can give really good amount of inputs to see that your product is market fit. Not general public. General public is not really going to help us. So hence you look at it. And also it's very important, you need to do a lot of research in trying out right kind of algorithms, right kind of data structures, right kind of product features, right kind of functionality, what kind of, if the physical product, what kind of raw material you're doing, where to source raw material, where you can get the best raw material at the least cost. All these are very, very important. So you need to do a lot of research in finding out where I can get the raw material, what kind of quality I can get it, what kind of cost you can, all these things matters. Please understand it. When talking about market fit. Initially, you're just launching prototype, then it's okay, but you want to convert this idea to commercialize, then you need to do a lot of homework is required. They take out their wallets and they try to give you money, and that's the product market fit is happens. So there are a lot of industrialists who are willing to put their money. I know in Hyderabad, a lot of industrialists are ready. If they find that a great idea, which is a market potential, they spare their time, they sit with you, and there's some people will say, okay, I have 5 minutes, I can give time. But once they find some value in it, that 5 minutes becomes 50 minutes. Please understand it. Because they are finding there's a value in it, and there's a possibility it has a commercial viability, they start doing it. Initially, they say only 5-10 minutes. So it's very important when you're talking about your product, can you highlight those points in the 5 minutes for given data? Don't go into too much of details. Highlight those important features, highlight the functionality, highlight in what your product is superior than the other, and talk about what kind of benefits the customer is going to gain, what kind of profit margin, some basic ideas in that, because he's given. But once he finds value in it, he extends the time to 15 minutes. And then he finds the value, then he says, yes, I'll put in my money. This is all happening, my dear young friends, please. Money is not a problem today. Ideas is a problem. Do you have a great idea? And the another important thing which I'd like to say at this point of time is, if you really want to work on product fit, market fit, you should be willing to work day and night. You should be willing to work extended hours. You can't be saying, let's say college timing is 10 to 4. You want to work on 10 to 4. It's not going to happen. No, sorry. You should be willing to work much beyond the college timings. Every day to start with, can you spare 2 hours every day? Initially, week. Then as you start more confidence, can you increase the frequency instead of 4 times a week? And once you are able to crystallize, get more ideas, can you start increasing the number of hours? All these are important. Please understand, an entrepreneur never sleeps. He thinks of it, he dreams of it, sitting or sleeping, everything he starts focusing. That's the kind of passion is required, my dear young friends, if you really want to be an entrepreneur. I know a lot of students meet us and say that we have this idea, this idea. And we go into details, they have not even done the basic groundwork. They think there's no, sorry, many things is happening. And so they say, no, we have great idea. And he doesn't find the commercial process, then why should they give it time? That's where I'm cautioning you very clearly, willing to put in a lot of time, day and night you should be willing to work, and maybe initially start with 2 days a week to extend to 4 days a week and so on, and maybe initially 2 hours per day to 10 hours per day you should be willing. You should fall in love with that project. You should become mad for yourself. Mad for the product, but not mad instance, not me. So that is the kind of passion, that is the kind of commitment, that is the kind of curiosity is required. Otherwise, sorry, don't expect things to happen. No. And the other part I have is, if you have a great idea, you can go and patent it. Okay, you may not be interested in commercially setting up a business. Nothing wrong, no problem. But if a great idea really worked, there is a market potential, go and patent it. Because once it's patented, you can sell that idea and make money. That is also possible. There are some people who does only they don't get into manufacturing and all. They come with a lot of innovative ideas and so on, and they go and patent it. And once it's patented, if somebody wants to manufacture that in a product, either selling, or you can go for a royalty to pay for the products that they're manufacturing. A lot of people do only this kind. They don't get into business. Their job is to come with a number of new innovative ideas and so let others work on it. Because the reason they think is, if I get into business, then my entire focus is shifted to product and keep on making money, but my idea creation will die. That's kind of thinking some people about it. So the people who talk only about idea creation, this is what happens. So understand all these nuances, and you need to go into details and work on it. Otherwise, it's going to happen. And customer is very, very important. And customer is the king. Customer is very important. You need to understand. You can't underestimate a customer. You can't say customer doesn't know. Sorry, customer knows many more things. And quite often people think that, hey, what is that fellow is talking? No, sorry. You need to respect the customer. You need to understand the customer is very important. Let me tell you, while in my service, I was involved in developing softwares. In addition to my teaching, I was also involved in a lot of consultancy activities. We were involved in developing software for a variety of applications. I remember when we were doing software for the mining industry, we need mining functions. Without knowing, we can't do it. We did a project for the dairy industry. I need to understand the dairy procurement and retaining and what kind of products to manufacture. I don't know how many of you, if you just sell the milk, the profit is low. When you convert to the milk products, the profit is very high. So all these things you need to understand, then you can build the products, otherwise it's not going to happen. Same way we were involved in developing software for medical sciences. It really calls for a lot of time and effort. Unlike the mining or dairy industry, where the people are willing to spare time and discuss, when senses the doctors least time, please understand. I'm not complaining that they are busy in treating patients, so they don't have much time. So we have to do a lot of homework before we're going to meet them and get their inputs, which is not so. I went to mining or dairy industry, or other industries, we didn't have major problems. But here we had a major problem. Remember, we bought a small medical industry. We were trying to understand those jargons, what the doctors are using. Even to that extent, we have to do that. Understand, these are really important. So, my dear friends, when the desired results are not obtained, and people start looking for alternatives, you need to look at it. If the desired results are not obtained, that means your idea is not working. Maybe shelve it. Maybe the one possibility, I'm not saying it's always, one rare possibility is the market is not matured enough to accept this product. But that rarely happens. Don't think everything is like that. No, sorry. That rarely happens. Market is not ready for that kind of things. Today, for example, the government decides overnight, saying that no cash handling, only online. In a country like India, it's very, very difficult to move to online. There's so many literates and so many people. We are remote villages and absolutely no connectivity, so we can't be doing it. So please understand. In many institutions, both engineering colleges and management institutions, they conduct a lot of fests. They conduct, but one thing I have seen, last 8 years, is to go around the colleges, conduct shops, as whatever variety, and
Sir Sachin sir. Sir Sachin sir. Satyam sir. Hello, Satyam sir.
It to come across an institution which claims. Okay. Most of the 90% placements, 100% placements is on. But I am yet to come across an institution which claims 5% of students rejected campus recruitment, they're gone for entrepreneurship. I want your college, Raghu Institute of Technology or Raghu Group of Engineering College to focus converting. I'm not saying tomorrow morning, over the next 5 years, can we turn at least 20% students rejecting campus recruitment turn out to be entrepreneurs? That's an area where the students, faculty, and college management has to invest it. And then you can achieve it, I'm telling you. The time has come. Country needs entrepreneurs, country budding engineers. They have very good ideas, very good. Can we nurture them? Can we coach them? Can we guide them in the right direction? Can we turn them as entrepreneurs? No more employment seekers. Can we go for employment creators, employment generators, the need of the hour? So please take up the challenge. Next 5 years, can we 20% of the students going to be entrepreneurs? This is what the target is. Please understand it. Because no government can create jobs for everybody. Even if you create jobs, the people doesn't have the talent. As I said, I sit on several recruitment boards. We're finding it difficult to get the candidates. I'll tell you, most of the students wants to go and join the multinational companies. Our experience shows 70% students lack communications. Multinational means English language communications. That's number one. Number two is they don't even know the basics of the subjects what they studied. The reason is you made everything examination orientation, but not education orientation. But if you want to be you need to focus on education orientation, not examination orientation. While reading any book, any material, any article, you need to have 4 sides. You need to have a sight, you need to have insight, you need to have a hindsight, you need to have foresight. Sight is required to read the book, insight to read in between the lines. A lot of hidden meaning is available. Hindsight, recall your past knowledge and experience. You need to have foresight, what kind of products market needs tomorrow. That you should understand. That's how you need to study it. Unfortunately, today, everybody is making examination orientation. I see quite often, majority of the students reading just before the examination, not during the semester. Sorry, this attitude will not work if you want to be entrepreneurs. If you want to come with ideas, if you want to be innovator, this will not work. You should be willing to put in efforts. It's very, very important. You need to be. Markula kosam kadu, marku kosam prayatnincandi. Transform yourself as a professional engineer. Marks, I don't know how many are aware. Industry is not looking at marks, let me tell you. Industry takes that marks only for cutoff. Let's say most of the industries say, corporate, they say, all the students have got all through first class, that is 10th, inter, and degree. If you're all through first class, 60%. Some of the companies start saying 65, 70, but the majority even today is 60. Beyond which they are not looking at marks. That's all depends on performance during the recruitment process. It may involve aptitude test, group discussion, coding test, whatever, interviews and so on. All that is possible. How much time you are willing to invest, please understand this point, very, very important. Are we willing to invest? I'll tell you one recent story. It's a real story. There's one girl who was born near Padrachalam in a small lake. She studied up to 5th. Parents said it's better to shift her to a bright future. Shifted her to the in 6th standard, failed in all the subjects. But the same girl, 10th class, she got 10 out of. She joined intermediate class 2, she got about 90% plus. Then her ambition is to become an IAS officer. So she convinced her parents to move to Hyderabad, joined a degree college. Almost first year degree completion came in, and suddenly this lockdown pandemic has come. Lockdown, so all of us gone back. Most of the students in the pandemic, they did not play, but this girl, what she has done is, she attended online classes. She also used YouTube to improve her English language communication skills. Not only that, she also used YouTube to learn C, C++, Java, and Python on her own. YouTube, please understand it. She didn't have a laptop, she borrowed from neighbors, and that's how she started practicing. She skills, she started in regular classes, she started learning this language. She is only ordinary graduate. 2 years of college reopened by the time she came to the final year, she wrote the exams, and by the family is further down because of the pandemic. And she has to now take up a job. She started applying to the IT industry. Most of the companies rejected her candidature because she did not be tech. But she did not do so, she started applying. Finally, Amazon has given a chance to sit through the recruitment process. She cleared 4 rounds of interviews. Each round is an elimination process. She went to the 5th round. She cleared that. Today she got 40 lakhs pay packet. Posting in London. Look at it. That's the kind of determination is required. That's the kind of passion is required. There's a kind of burning desire is required to excel. Somewhere a small village, pandemic, but still she made it. So my dear young friends, you need to have that kind of commitment, that kind of passion, that kind of hard work is required. The problem is today, I rarely see students really putting efforts. I'm sure your college students should be able to put in efforts. I have a very good reports about your college. It's a good college. In fact, some of them recommended also, why don't you visit that college? I said, sorry, I didn't get a chance. I'll be happy to visit. And now I got at least online mode. So, business schools or engineering colleges, leaving a few primary institutes, though they have ED cell, Entrepreneur Development Cell, EDC they call it, or Institutions Innovation Council, various names, whatever it is. The required support in the form of incubation center, financial support is not coming forth. This is what the problem we are facing. In fact, I researched here in one of the engineering colleges in Hyderabad. They wanted to do all this and luckily have access to management of the college. I said, if you really want something, why don't you put in some investment initially? And the management came forward, yes, we are for that. So support. And so we are able to see results are coming out slowly because it started about a year back. And now students are showing interest, they're coming forward and it's happening. Now they kept open their labs, extended hours. All that is happening. So you need to do it. Instead of occasionally arranging talks by successful as well as failed entrepreneurs, mentorship by them must be arranged. If you really want this thing to move forward, just arranging one lecture occasionally is not going to happen. You need to have it, mentorship by the industry is very, very important. Your entrepreneurship development itself, have a mentor who is willing to spare some time for you, either physically in person at your college or online mode. This is thanks to technology, online mode. Have a mentor who can really help you, guide your things to happen. And today, video conference facility, all that we have technologies become affordable. Think about it. Instead of just occasionally arranging talks by successful as well as, it's always good to have failed entrepreneurs also to invite because we understand from their failures. So you need to have a mentor is very, very important. And parents also need to play. See, it's another area where you are not the students. Parents also need to have a change of mindset because parents always say, oh, you must get a job in Google, Microsoft, and the top of it. But parents should be willing to put enough, at least people who are coming from the business background should be willing to encourage their children to focus on entrepreneurship and innovation. That's an area. Parents need to play the role in the form of children to become entrepreneurs. Who are coming from business background, at least they're willing to encourage these kind of things should happen. It is not happening. We not Ambani's, we not have an GMR, all these things not from G, whatever we call it. All these. So also need to play an important in the form of encouraging children to become entrepreneurs. That's in the pure. I know a number of IIM graduates. They left high-paying jobs to become an entrepreneur. I know there's one person from IIM Ahmedabad, one leading management institute in the country. That boy left the high-paying job in the campus recruitment. He started a small hotel industry in Chennai. Today is a big businessman. He started with just idli and vada. So you need to explore, exploit, experience, and then you can move towards excellence can happen. An ecosystem needs to be created with active involvement. You need to have the ecosystem in the college to active involvement and commitment of multiple stakeholders. Stakeholders, I mean, students, faculty, management, and government, local industry leaders, and finally a mentor. All these will form part of together to build the institutions can happen. Involve the stakeholders, involve the parents, involve the local industry. All these are very, very important. Initially, you need a lot of guidance from them, so take their help. Don't hesitate to ask for help. Nothing wrong, so go and seek the help. So an ecosystem needs to be created with active involvement and commitment of multiple stakeholders if you really want to convert entrepreneurs. You want to have innovation. My dear friends, let me also share. We are not talking about invention here, we are talking about innovation. Invention is very difficult, but innovation is possible. Why don't people start working on it? Form a team of people, maybe 4, 5, 6, what are the numbers depending on the project complexity, and have a continuous interaction. And you should be behind the sleeping, thinking, sitting, every time your mind is full of that idea should happen. That's the kind of commitment which is required. The benefits are numerable. Believe me, trust me, all the benefit is going to happen. But are we willing to work for it? How much time we get? As I said, don't invest your time to highlight. So an ecosystem needs to be created with active involvement and commitment of multiple stakeholders for developing entrepreneurship. A developing country like India needs job creators, not job seekers. We are developing. And let me also tell you, India has 50% of population is youth. Then why can't, how long will keep on listening, India is a developing country, can't we transform as a developing nation? It's possible. I'm a strong believer in this, and that's the reason I resigned my high-paying job. And the 5 years I had a job, but I said, no, let me go inspire. My full-time job has been last 8 years, is to inspire the students, ignite their minds, involve them in career building is what I've been doing. So a developing country like India needs job creators, not seekers. Product market fit is the main point of business model. If you really want to convert a business success, it should be fit to the market, fit to the clients, fit to the customers, fit to the larger customers is what we look at it. So don't develop the product first. Product development, as I said, you need to develop the customers first. Who are the customers who are going to buy this product? Give them some sample, give them some small prototype. You see, whenever a new product launched, people distribute freely some sample packets. The same thing is here in the So once you have some idea, get out of the building, get out of the college, go and meet the industry, meet the customers. My dear friends, if the path is beautiful, let us not ask where it leads. If the path is beautiful, let us not ask where it leads. If the destination is beautiful, let us not ask how the path is. Keep walking on it. Keep walking on it. I repeat again for the benefit. If the path is, ask where it leads. If the destination is beautiful, let us not ask how the path is. Keep walking on it. An old adage might serve as an inspiration for all the startups. It says, rise and rise again until lamps becomes lions. You need to become a lion. Rise again. There are, don't worry about it. If you fall down, you need to move forward. Happen. Don't give up. Give up the job. So, rise and rise again until lamps becomes lions. Vivekananda's favorite quote, all of you know, arise, awake, stop not until your goal is reached. Arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. And so there's in central government, we have Atal Innovation Mission is there. Atal New India Challenge is there, so please do look into these kind of things. I quote Steve Jobs' quote here. Some people say, give the customers what they want. Some people say, give the customers what they want. But Steve Jobs says, that's not my approach. That's not my approach. Our job is to figure out what they are going to want before they do it. That means you should be ahead of the market. You should be able to think about what kind of requirements are going to come up over the next 5 years. Thinking process required. What kind of product you should design, because you will be the only one person in the market that by then, and you can capture the whole market. You can become a millionaire, trillionaire, all that can happen. So, beautiful quote. Some people say give the customers what they want, but that's not my approach. Our job is to figure out what they are going to want before they do it. What is the kind of requirements going next 3 years, next 5 years? You can think about. Futuristic thinking process required. Is very, very important. That's where you remember I said, while reading a book, you need to have foresight. You need to have a sight, you need to have insight, you need to have hindsight, you need to have foresight. But then start questioning everything. Develop the habit of questioning it. It is said in Sanskrit, prashnena, pratiprashnena, sorry, apaprashnena, abhiprashnena. Not only questioning, counter questioning. Develop the habit of questioning everything. The more the questions you raise, you will get the answer. If not, tomorrow you'll get it. Pratiprashnena, counter question also do it. Abhaprashnena, don't be afraid. Just stand up and ask questions. By raising questions, you are not only clearing doubts, you are indirectly helping some of your classmates. Maybe they had similar doubt, maybe they didn't have the courage to stand up and ask questions. And abhaprashnena, all questions you must ask. Develop the habit of questioning everything. The more the questions you raise, the better it is for you. I touch upon the last point and then I hand over the session to the organizers. Entrepreneurship is a very good idea. I must compliment and congratulate Raghu Institute of Technology to take up this. But in spite of all this, even today, majority of the students are looking for jobs. So the people who are looking for jobs, for them, I have this point. We look for our dream employees. As I said, employee looking for. And we are all young boys, girls, to talk about dream boy and dream girl. The same way, we as recruiters are dream employee. My dream employee is one who is committed to the process to the core. That means organized systems and products process you need to implement 100%. My dream employee is one who is totally committed to the process core, highly innovative in nature. We want people who are innovative in nature because I have to launch new products. For example, you look at your cell phone market. Every 6 weeks, new model is coming in the market. If I don't launch, I'll be out of the race. Look at our automobile industry. Every 6 weeks, new model vehicle is coming to the market. We are looking at young boys and girls who can be innovative in nature.
Sir, your voice, sir, your voice is.
Delivers world-class quality of products because we can't be confined to local market. We should be global players. Work local, deliver to the global markets. Delivers world-class quality products. So we can earn money in dollars and we can pay better salaries to our employees, create a better facilities to employees, all that can happen. So my dream employee is one who is totally committed to process core, highly innovative in nature, delivers world-class quality of products and services, which has a huge potential in the market. And last but not the least, he delivers the product at unimaginable speed at which you need to go. Unimaginable speed. Today, market is full of competition. Mad race is happening. Launch my product, I'm going to lose the entire market opportunity. This is very important. The whole thing again, my dream employee, totally committed to process core, highly innovative, delivers world-class quality of products at unimaginable speed. If you have these things, if you can meet, pay packet is no constraints. We are willing to pay higher and pay packets. One last example, I'll talk about it and then hand over to the organizers. There's one girl who has done BTech here, and after BTech, she went to do Masters in US. On completion of Masters, she got paid of 2 crores per annum. Please understand, these pay packets are available. And she is daughter of police constable here. Please understand. The second point I'll tell you is this year, the current academic year, I know there are 72 students got 1.4 crores pay packet each. All the, but are you really raising to that level of competence? So I always tell you, don't worry about money, don't worry about paper, they're all available. But what is the tell? How seriously you are studying it? How seriously you're putting efforts? Are you really studying every day or just studying before the exams? Not work, my dear young friends. Please stay focused, work on it. These 4 years, your parents are putting their hard-earned money and reap the benefits so you can enjoy. I'll tell you why I'm insisting on this repeatedly. I don't know how many of you are aware. Today in Hyderabad, if you want to admit a child in LKG, in a good school, the admission fee is 10 lakhs. Number one. Number two, today rice is about 60 rupees per kg. Number three, today petrol, all of you know, about 120 rupees per liter. You may be in the second year, third year, fourth year of BTech, whatever you are. Over the 10 years down the lane, roughly 10 to 12 years down the lane, you have to go and admit your own child in the school. By then, the fees admission you can spend 25 lakhs. Today, rice, I said, is 60 rupees per kg, but by then, it will be 300 rupees per kg because coming down population is. Petrol today is about 120 rupees. By then, with 350 rupees per liter, how you are going to meet all these things? Today, your parents are supporting. But parents will not support us lifelong. Maybe another 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, after that, they'll kick us out. If you really want to enjoy that part of life, these 4 years of your BTech is very, very crucial for your success, for the remaining life. Invest every minute of your time. With this, I'd like to conclude the session. I'd like to thank your college management, the principal, vice principal, and the heads of departments and the faculty members for giving me this opportunity. And thanks to all of you for patiently listening in the last 1.5 hours. Over to the organizers, please. Any quick questions, I'm willing to take it.
Thank you so much, sir. This is Srinivas, who spoke to you earlier, sir, in the phone. Yes, sir. Sir, first of all, thank you for your wonderful session that you have given for our students and inspired them. Here in our college, we are having a strong IEEE department, sir, where we are committed for different types of creative activities nationally as well as internationally. And also we are having a strong IETE chapter also, sir. Okay. From our students out of last 2 years, we have taken 6 to 7 different types of awards from Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education regarding this best entrepreneurship, best etc. Sir. And two of our students who got 1 lakh rupees cash prize from Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education last year, sir. This year also we are in the competition. And Raghu Institute of Technology as well as Raghu College Engineering College, we both were the prime members right now, sir, today. We are also, management is very much committed for students as well as faculty growth as well, sir. Here, our faculty members every year, they will produce nearly about 20 to 30 different types of essay and scopus articles, sir. There are several students from each department. And both the colleges have a strong vice principal, sir, group as well as principal, sir, group who continuously motivates students as well as faculty members. And the research deans, 2 of the research deans who are working with us, they are really magnificent people for us, sir. They will continuously approach. Even a student comes to them and tell that idea how to go, they will continuously attach them to, or already if there are any marketing to that one, sir. We are having 9 MOU government as well as, sir. Right now, our students, we in Raghu Institute of Technology, we are having 3 startups, sir, already. 1 startup is already gone for Make in India project, and 2 other are on pipeline, sir. Sir,
Good.
and so this is the working model of our college, sir. And there is a strong IIC chapter also for us, sir, for both the colleges. Now, there is certain questions from from our students, sir. The very first
Please,
and foremost important thing what they asked are, what are the measures that our product or idea to be commercialized? What are the different types of measures that we have to take in order to make our product or idea to be commercialized?
First, I said you launch a prototype, go and present in the trade shows, industrial exhibitions where you done. Get the feedback on which you improve it. Then you are able to identify clearly what is the kind of market opportunities you have it, what kind of demographic groups you are addressing it. You get clear, then you can. So that's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is
Sir,
what. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Continue, sir, please. Continue, sir, please. Sir.
The other is to look at get the inputs from the industry who are really working on the live testing, or get the inputs from the marketing executives of various companies. They can also give you what kind of products market is looking for. This is how you can need to. It takes an iterative approach to improve the product. Finally, yes, you can go for launch. Next.
Sir, how to consider a real-time problem practically? Because we are all students, we will have continuously, right, starting from Monday to Saturday, we will be having our own classes. And in order to identify a real-time problem, we have to go for a survey in a particular village or a market. So as to identify the particular problem and what are the parameters in such type of cases, sir. This is the question asked by one student.
My dear young friends, time is not a problem. If you're really falling in love with that idea of what you have it, you'll get enormous time. I'll give a simple example for that so that you'll easily understand. Imagine for a moment today, whole day you had some series of lectures and you are so tired. Evening you went and told your mom, I'm so tired today. We had series of lectures. I don't want dinner. I want to sleep. You slept. But around 7:30, your girlfriend or boyfriend calls and says, shall we meet for dinner today? What will be your response? You will immediately jump out of the bed, get ready, and go there before that boy or girl comes. You are there already at the restaurant. The idea is when you love it, you get energy automatically, you get time automatically, everything happens. Fall in love with your ideas, fall in love with the work, what you're doing it. You will have it, I'm telling you. Next.
Yes, sir. Whom to tell the idea that to be protected or from copying with other parties? If we have an idea and we are going to present, how can we protect it?
You have to patent it. That's the only way. Once you patent it, nobody can copy it. Once you patent it, they have to pay royalty to you and take the idea. As you can go for one-time settlement or annually they can pay some royalty. Patent it. You have to go and register with the government of India.
Sure.
And that takes time.
You need
a lot of search before you apply for patent. Yeah.
Sir, if it is an idea, that's all. If it is not in prototype model, then how to protect it?
Ultimately, you need to test somebody. Maybe a faculty member from the college, maybe a person from the industry. Somewhere, someone you trust, because please understand, you're only a student today. You may think it's a great idea, but unless you validate it by someone who has a depth of knowledge, your idea will not work. So take the help of the faculty whom you trust, and then go and sit with them, and then work on it, and go and talk to a person in the industry whom you trust, go and sit it and work on it. Otherwise, you will not be able to come out of it, I'm telling you. So somewhere somebody you trusted and go work, discuss with them, get their inputs on which you work further and further, and don't think it's one sitting happens. Maybe you have to go for multiple sittings with the faculty whom you trusted, and finally the idea converted into reality. Yes.
Sir, is it a good idea to an incubating center who will help us adaptability?
Yeah, it's good. If you don't have that kind of facilities, I'm sure creating incubation centers, then naturally go to the incubation centers.
Yes. Sir, Sachin, sir, any questions from your side or any students can talk directly?
Directly they can
talk. It's open for you all.
Very good morning. Can you be bit louder, please? Thank you. One is, yeah, let me answer. One is first is survey, go around the market and do some kind of survey. The other is to go and launch in some exhibitions. There are two options which are available. Next. No, you need to go, no, let me tell you, you need to go and study the customer's pain points. There are some products available, but he is not happy. What is that he is not happy? You need to identify. And that's where you need to have interaction with the customers to find out what kind of new, or they may say, fine, this product is fine, but I want more functionality, more features. That inputs you need, without that you can't develop it. Either they are not happy with the existing product or they want more improvements in the existing product. Both these inputs are required for you to work on your product at your college. Yeah. Next.
Anybody from the student side? Is there any questions from your side, ma? Aditya, sir? Hope you are online, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, our Aditya sir will give you vote of thanks, sir. I request Aditya sir, Dr. Aditya sir, REC Mechanical Engineering Department to provide the vote of thanks. After that, we will provide feedback for individual student groups so that you can give feedback and we will send it to the resource person. Right?
Right.
Aditya sir, it is mic towards you.
Yeah. It gives me an immense pleasure to give this vote of thanks on behalf of Raghu Educational Institutions and Innovation Council. We are so thankful to Professor ML Sai Kumar sir for this wonderful session on achieving this problem solution fit and product market fit and explaining the current and future scenarios in the product market fit thought process and how to capture the ideas in the form of patent, entrepreneurships, innovations and inventions and the inspiring quotes like information is a virtual power, knowledge is a potential power, and wisdom is a real power, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for inspiring all of us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. May God bless all of you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir. Shall we close the session, sir?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.